I could troubleshoot.
But
I have a few minor fixes to see what could work.
But you-
in terms of full-out repair, no.
So you can't do anything. Okay.
Okay, take it straight to the office.
Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. Well.
At least it's,
Hey everybody, so recently when I did that stream with Jessa Jones, we were on the phone, and one of the things that I remember her discussing with me was, how would you respond to this statement from Apple? We want to make sure our customers always have confidence that products will be repaired safely and correctly, and in a way that supports recycling. We are continually growing our network of certified technicians, and most recently announced that any Best Buy store in the United States is now an authorized service provider. What do I think of that statement, and how do I think that is going to relate to consumers being able to get good experiences, whether it's something as complex as a logic board repair or data recovery, a machine not charging or turning on, or even something as simple as replacing the battery in an iPhone XS, which, as you know, if I were to do it, would give you an error that says service. Well, I didn't have an answer at the time as exactly how I felt about that, but I'd like to see how they would handle certain situations. Over here, I have a working A1706 MacBook Pro. This is the 15-inch machine from 2016. This is in fine, good order, great working condition. Now, one of the things that I've gone over with many of the touch bars in many of my live streams and edited videos, as you can see here and here, one of the very common things that goes wrong with this machine is that a capacitor on PP Bus G3 Hot will short to ground, typically a tantalum one, and when that happens, the machine will be dead and not turn on. This can occur even if there's no liquid damage in the machine and no drop damage. It is what it is. It is, after all, a MacBook. And this is one of the simplest things to fix for a number of reasons. The first is that it is typically something that you can spot visually, so the component will look bad. So even if you don't have electronics knowledge, you can simply scan over the board and go, me see broken, me replace broken. It work, without having to turn on your brain. The second is if you're using your brain, it's the first power rail on the list after you see that the charger works. PP Bus G3 Hot is the first rail that you check after you see that the charger turns on and works, because if the charger turns on and works, then you know your PP3v3_G3 Hot works. So I'm kind of curious how it is that they would handle this kind of situation over at a Best Buy. And while I was only able to hypothesize how they'd be able to handle it on the phone with Jessa, tonight, for the
1 million
subscriber video, we're going to find out. So this over here, as I said, is a lovely, nice, working MacBook Pro, and we are going to change that. So let's just go up here and show you the desk camera. First thing I want to do is I want to show you exactly what this looks like on the bottom of the machine. So for the CBC News piece, we had chosen a random machine from someplace, and even though it didn't have liquid damage, the stickers had changed color. Even though I went over the board, one of the things that got edited out of that video, which wasn't a preference of mine, was the part where I went over the board in the microscope and I showed you that there is absolutely no evidence of liquid on it. And I would like to just show you what the liquid damage indicators look like on this MacBook. So there's usually one on this side of the machine, and as you can see, it has not turned at all. And if we go over here, you'll see that this one is not turned colors, and you'll see that even under here, right by the battery screw, this here looks totally fine. So what I'm going to do right now is we are going to take the board out of this MacBook, and I am going to take off one of those tantalum capacitors that often fails in a natural manner, as you can see in those past two videos that I'll link to in the description. And for the sake of quickness, I am going to take that capacitor off, kill it, and then put it back on the board. We're going to see if they're able to detect this issue, and if so, if they're able to repair it, if so, at what price, and if not, can you get the data? Basic questions that many consumers are going to want answered. One of the things that is bothersome when you read these things, or you hear about companies, certain companies I mentioned in prior videos, getting access to things like the Genuine Parts Program, when there's this implication that, well, independent repairs, you don't need that. You've got Best Buy. And when you read stuff like, at Apple, we're dedicated to providing the best customer service in the world. If a customer ever needs to repair their products, we want them to feel confident that those repairs are done safely and correctly. We're always looking at how we can reliably expand our network of trained technicians, and we're excited to partner with every Best Buy store, so it's even easier for our customers to find an authorized repair location near them. And then this statement from Best Buy. We love being there for our customers, no matter what their Apple need is, from helping them choose the right device, to offering Apple Care protection, and now helping fix their devices, said Best Buy's Trish Walker, President of Services. We've always enjoyed a great partnership with Apple, and we're thrilled that together we may be able to better serve our customers. When you hear these statements, let's see how it is they go about this. So I'm going to take the board out, and we are going to take a capacitor off, and we are going to reassemble this with that capacitor dead, and see how this goes. Do I know where every screw goes when I reassemble this piece of shit? An L knows, that's why he's escaping. Alright, so as you can see, here we have the MacBook's motherboard. Alright, so here we have a PP bus cap, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this board that works, I'm going to simply remove a single PP bus cap, I am going to murder it, and then I am going to put it back on the board. So as you can see, as we speak, over here, we have negligible resistance to ground, not going to do anything wrong. I'm going to remove that cap. After removing it, I will murder it. And that cap will then go back on the MacBook. What we are doing here is we are simply simulating and recreating an issue that regularly occurs on this machine that I have live streamed repairing many times for many customers. So we do that, we take this little cap, and now we are going to commit a murder. Beautiful capacitor. Isn't that a pretty capacitor? Wouldn't you hope that any capacitor grows up to be just like this capacitor? I bet you would. And now we're going to send 50 volts to this little capacitor and see what happens to it. Move on to commit our murder. Ooh, that was pretty. Can you see how the magic smoke just flew out of that cap? Yep, that is one dead cap. So now, smelly. Let's just see if that cap is acting like a wire. Turn our meter back on. Yep. That cap is now dead and shorted. So we're going to take that cap and put it back on the board, simulating the issue that I've solved many times before, which is one shorted tantalum cap on PP Bus G3 Hot. Okay. Take that cap. Now that power rail is shorted to ground, this should be a fairly simple repair for even a first-week intern at my store. Now we have to put this thing back together. It triggers me when I see that those rubber pieces are not placed on the USB-C ports when they get put back into machines. It bothers my OCD. or when Wi-Fi wires are left under the board, or the battery sensor cable. Working on this machine is often very much like being a dentist. You say, ah. Alright, so this is back together, and as you can see, it's dead. Does not turn on. Let's see what they say. You never know.
I have a question. Do you know where I can get my MacBook fixed?
What happened to it?
Well, it just doesn't turn on anymore.
But nothing physically happened? It
No.
just hasn't turned on?
No liquid
got-
damage, no.
Two options. If
Okay.
you have your Mac with you, bring it to my Geeks. That way they could give a little check of room.
Okay.
See what happened to it. That way they could
Okay.
tell you, hey, it's going to cost this much. Or option B, doing the same thing, but it out.
Okay. Where are they? Because I have it with me.
Straight in the orange wall.
Okay. Okay, thank you.
Any reservation with us, man?
No.
Would you like to make one?
Yeah. Yeah, because I have a problem with my laptop.
Sure. What's your phone number? And you're above the age of 18, correct?
Yes.
What's your first name? Last name? Address?
186 First Avenue.
何?お前はもう死んでいる。
Wait, actually, no, that's not it.
Email address? Give me your phone one more time. Your Bluetooth module's not being detected. Alright, I'm gonna have to take a look inside the phone. Okay?
Bluetooth isn't?
Yeah, so what
Maybe
that...
have the Bluetooth off, is that why?
No. So even if it's off or not, we will at least see the module itself. So before I go and open up the phone, if usually that module is not detected if there's the presence of water inside the phone.
Anyway, so what do you suggest?
So I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna look inside first. If there are indicators made into the phone to show if there's like any kind of like liquid damage, anything like that, or anything that would stop the repair from being successful. Now, if there is anything like that inside the phone, I have to let you know if we'll be able to repair the screen. It's only Apple strictly adheres to a whole unit replacement. Okay. What a whole unit replacement will do, you're gonna get an exact brand new of that phone, right? But it's $349 instead.
I see. Well, let's hope it's not.
Right.
Because I didn't drop it in any water.
Right.
And I use the Bluetooth. So I don't know.
And for you, my good man, the only appointment we have left for today is at 4:40.
Okay.
Good?
Yep, that's fine.
We'll see you then, okay?
Okay. All right, that's it?
Yeah.
Okay. See you then.
A few moments later.
Somebody's gonna be right with you, okay?
Okay. Yep,
How's it going, brother? What's going on?
it's going good. So yeah, my MacBook just doesn't turn on anymore.
What year is it?
I think it's 2016 or 2017. I don't remember.
2017?
Yeah.
Hi, do you have a reservation?
I just had a quick question. How much do you guys charge for a broken iPhone?
Which one?
Fixing? It's a 6S.
What's wrong with it? Screen?
Oh god.
Screen?
Yeah, look at that.
150.
150. Okay.
Good to know.
Just line up.
No, I wouldn't make your reservation. Give me 1 minute, okay?
I actually don't think there's any left for today.
There's no more reservations open?
We only have the 640. That was it.
I'll double check for you, okay?
New one? Okay. And it's not turning
Yep.
on at all?
Oh, well, now it's turning. Okay, that's weird.
Love. Geeksquad.
Well, here you go.
Do me a favor when you get
Yep.
home.
Yep.
Sign into it.
Okay.
check for a system update, put
Okay.
it to charge for 2 hours, that's a 15-inch, 2 hours,
Okay.
and then verify if it's still working okay, all right?
Okay. All right.
How long have you had it?
For a little while.
Over a year?
Yeah.
Double check it, just in
Yeah.
case. If the issue persists, go directly to the Apple Store, because we can't
Okay.
service Mac except for restoring them.
Okay.
So just in case, okay?
So you can't okay. So if mine was broken, you couldn't fix.
I could troubleshoot.
But-
Try a few minor fixes to see what could work.
But you-
in terms of full-out repair, no.
So you can't do anything. Okay.
Okay, take it straight to the Apple Store.
Okay. All right. Yep. Okay. Well.
But at least it's, you know.
Yeah. Turns on. Yep. All right. Yeah, because when I had it, it just wasn't turning on. I was like, it just wouldn't start up. Now it just does. So.
It might not be too bad to run an Apple Diagnostic, but
Okay. How do I do that?
Apple Store.
Okay. Just go to the Apple Store, pretty much. Okay. So I can't do anything on my end to see anything. Okay.
I wish it was that easy. Believe me.
Yeah.
Did you pass me a charger? No, that's your charger.
All right. Well, thank you.
Have a good day, okay?
Yeah. You too. Bye.
Did you help at JH?
All right, I have no idea what happened there. So what I did is I brought the machine back to the store. This is back when my setup was in the front of the store rather than the back of the store, and I soldered wires on 2 other PP bus caps. So from PP bus G3 hot to ground, I had 2 distinct wires going from PP bus G3 hot to ground on 2 different sections of the board. So this time we bring it back and let's see what happens.
3 hours later.
What? It just won't turn on.
What?
My MacBook just doesn't turn on anymore. Okay, give me 1 second.
Is this a new email?
Have you tried another charger yet?
No, I don't have another charger with me.
Give me a second.
Okay. Okay.
We can send it out to our service center.
Okay.
It'll be through the Apple Care.
Okay.
It would take up to 2 weeks to get back.
Okay.
If you wanted something, a bit faster, I recommend going straight down to the Apple Store.
Okay.
Possibly they could do something the same
Okay.
day, if not next day.
How much would it be if I took that route to send it out?
It shouldn't be any charge.
I don't think I got Apple Care on it. That's the
You
thing.
still have the limited warranty, right? It's ordered within a year.
No, this is like 2016, 2017. So yeah, it's outside of the year. Yeah.
It would be, it would have to populate the system. It would be like 250 plus.
250? Okay. What? And how high can it go up to?
I mean, it depends on what the system actually tells me. Depending on the serial number, it can go like $500-$600.
Okay.
I'd recommend definitely going straight down to Apple. Even though you're outside of the warranty, the device is in good condition, they do know you know,
Okay. Okay. I mean, can I get my data off of it right now, or is that
So
not
as far as
possible?
the data, we charge $100 to remove data off the device. So
Okay.
if you like to,
Okay.
if you like us to do
Let me think about it, and then I'll get back to you. Okay. Have a good one.
A few moments later.
Can I get an estimate now, or do I just wait for it if I ship it out to get it fixed?
They'll actually give you a final estimate when you actually receive the device. So if there's anything internal that I can't test to you, they'll be able to.
So can I? Is there a rough price range I can get right now?
Do you have? I need the serial number for.
Yeah, I can give you that. But so, I mean, I can deny the estimate and just get the machine back, right? Mm-hmm. Okay. And you said 2 to 3 weeks? 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah. Okay.
So you want to send it out now?
Yeah. Will there be any fees to do that?
So to send it out is $85.
$85? Okay. Alright.
Let me get your telephone number. 2016?
I really don't, I mean, I didn't buy it myself, so I really don't remember when it was bought. But it was a while ago. So if I deny the estimate, will I be charged to get the machine back?
No.
Okay. So this is just
this covers it there and back.
Okay, all right.
And these are your copies, and we're good to go. So you'll definitely hear from us as soon as we receive the product back from the service center.
Okay.
Once they actually receive the device, they'll be in touch with you.
Okay.
You won't be in direct touch with us again until you receive it back from the service center.
Okay. All right.
That's it. Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
And you can take the case with you. Let me give you our number just in case you got any questions. So our number is right on here.
Okay.
Just write that down for you. This is our number, extension, and both of my manager's emails if you have any questions.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good one.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Thank you so much for holding. Well, you're not gonna believe me, but what happened is that you don't actually have to pay anything because they didn't change anything. They opened and they reconnected everything. What I think is that they might clean the plugs and reconnect everything, and it seems that's powering up now and it's charging and everything.
2 weeks later.
Yeah, I have a reservation to pick up my device. Yeah, do them?
See right there. What are you picking up?
MacBook Pro. Yeah.
Yeah, the paperwork?
Yeah.
So they reset the battery, they replaced it. I think it was disconnected or something. So.
Okay.
default that failures are out of commission. So you're going downstairs again. You have to walk down to the car. I'm talking to you. Yeah, it's charging everything.
Yeah.
Any questions? Then?
So you know what was wrong?
Yeah, like I said, they reset the battery, so it must have been disconnected or
Okay.
because they didn't replace it. It says they reset it. So
Okay.
something that happens with it. I don't know why it would happen, but
Yeah. Okay.
let me just close the order for you. And how was the experience with these other?
Very good.
So you have to keep getting money back. Did you make a payment?
Yeah, 34.95, I think.
You're gonna probably get the money back.
Okay.
I'll be right back with the paperwork.
Okay.
See if the air conditioner is still working. Alright, so sign right here.
Okay.
And this is just a quick survey, just asking how your experience was with Geeksquad. You get a more official one via email in a couple of days, okay?
Okay.
So this is your paperwork here. This is your paperwork as well. And now follow me so I can refund you the money, okay? Air conditioner's out. Feels like it's out. Yeah, I hear you. You're not gonna finance it? Yeah, thank you. Just confirm the information is correct. If it doesn't work, the plan works. Yeah. All right. All right. I got fault. All right. This is how you want your receipt.
Brian, you happy? I'm approving that.
Hey,
If
Bert.
he wants the receipt, I have it in admin. If not, he's good to go. I'll come right back. You got a walkie?
Yeah, I'll ask you over the walkie.
Yes, please.
So it's a return. We're returning money for a unit we sent to the service center. It's giving me the option to give a cash credit or gift card or so credit. I think he paid with a card, right?
Oh, okay, work.
Yeah. it works.
Okay.
All right.
All right. That's it.
So you're all set, man.
All right, thank you.
All right, take care, man. Look up for that email in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right. Have a nice day.
You too. Thanks,
Bye.
man.
All right, as many of you have likely figured out if you watch the footage from Best Buy, not only did they claim that it already worked, but they fixed it. And you have the paper, Mr. Yeah, so this is we got his name over here. See that? That
They said the deposit.
a piece of crap light. Yeah, so they had to pay a $35 deposit, $34.95 to send it out. They have actually completely refunded him that deposit. So let's see what happened here with this machine. Do you turn on? It turns on. There's an Apple logo. Okay, I got to open this thing up and see what's going on inside of it. I'm really curious how the hell this happened. Did Best Buy actually fix this MacBook at component level? Let's go for it. I gotta put this thing back together nicely since I paid $1,300 for it. All right. Wait, it says 2 minutes remaining. So what is that about?
It's updating.
Wait, is it in it? What if it's in an infinite update loop?
No. Turn it off.
Let's see. I'll turn it.
I gotta see this.
So the first time that he went to Best Buy, you may see that there's footage there. The thing turned itself back on. So what I did is not only did I kill that capacitor more, I think I sent 50 volts to it instead of 30 and put it back on the board, but I also ran 2 wires between ground and PP Bus G3 hot. It would be funny if there was a gotcha inside of here when I open this up. Can you imagine if we open this and there's just like a big gotcha, we were expecting you?
Do you want to see what the notes say?
What do the notes say?
Reset battery cable.
Reset battery cable. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna take the screws out of this machine. I'm curious to see what happens in 2 minutes. So I have it on right now while I'm taking the screws out, but I'm not a nub, so I can take the screws out while it's on. Let's see. Did it ever boot, by the way? Said 2 minutes remaining. Okay. Yep. User, and it's got that same little eagle face over there. I hate unscrewing the charge port. Never unscrew the charge port. Yes, because then it constantly comes out and it drives me crazy. It's impossible to test it. Now, if you're a real champion, you can do it without the rubber pieces snapping off. See that right there?
See, he cares about those rubber pieces.
Those rubber pieces matter.
He always cares about rubber.
No, those are the rubber pieces that are related to the plugging. These are rubber pieces for show. The ones that you need for plugging are important. You need those there.
Those are for blowing. You always want rubber pieces for blowing.
Always care
Rubber
about the
pieces for blowing don't matter because the direction of flow there is not the one that's going to get you in trouble. Okay, so this is up and out. Okay, now for what everybody's waiting for on the other side of the... You mother... It's still there!
Enhance.
It's still there! Look at you, you cracked, fucked up little capacitor. Here, let's get that in the microscope camera.
How's the wires?
Okay, let's see. So look at you! Look at you!
Shit. Come on.
It's there!
Oh, man.
Okay, I was hoping that they would have removed it, or at the very least, maybe there was like, yeah, we knew it was you, motherfucker, nice try. 1 sec, let's do some measurements. Okay, do we have multimeter software on? Oh, multimeter has to be here. Okay, let's see. Okay, is this working on the screen? No, we have to open the program door. Paul Daniels' software died again. Fucking Paul Daniels. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's see. So if I touch these together. Okay, now, and the power rail itself. 3 ohms! How are you working? The main power rail is a 3 ohm short to ground, and it's still turning on.
It still turns on.
No, let's see where.
Where's your wire?
Look, my wire is still there.
Look at it.
Look at it. Look at it.
Look at it. Look at it.
Look at it. Look at it.
PP Bus G3 hot has a wire straight to ground. Look,
Some more shit.
this is the back. There was another one that I believe I did. Yeah, look, there's another one. Look, I put 2 backup wires. The first time we took this to Best Buy, this should turn down in Best Buy. So we said, okay, something funny and weird is going on here. So instead of just having that cap that I kill with 30 volts, we kill it with 50 volts. I solder 2 wires to the board. This machine has a 3 to 0 ohm short to grounds on PP Bus G3 hot, and it still turns on and works off of the battery and the charger, and charges the battery. Best Buy. Best Buy. They're that good. No, this is the biggest troll. This shouldn't be happening. This is not possible.
Wait.
Not only that, but they're not charging. And this.
Does it turn on by itself without the battery?
I give up.
Check that.
I give up.
What if it runs?
You try it.
Okay.
Let's take a look through the schematic and see if this makes any sense now. So we open up board
I
view.
just wondered, do these two fuses make a difference? Is one shorted and one's not? How about that? Does that make any sense?
Okay, open.
What do
Train.
you short one and not the other?
There's a fuse for the separate for the battery. Okay, so let's see. The cap that I shorted to ground was the one all the way over here. PP bus HS CPU, and then I also did PP bus itself. So let's see. Where does this rail come from? PP bus HS CPU.
From Staten Island.
Probably because it fell on his car.
glass breaker.
Fell on his car. He stopped right in front of me. That's not fair.
No fear, man.
So what the hell happened?
Okay, so wait, we just had it. Previous. Okay, PP bus high side CPU comes from PP bus G3 hot. Now let's check out PP bus. Let's check out where the battery comes into the machine. So we know that where my cap that I send 50 volts to, that rail that is currently shorted, is shorted from that. Now let's see, where's the battery connection on this? J6950. All right, the battery connection is over here. Okay. So the battery comes into the computer through here, and then it goes to PP bus G3 hot. So if PP bus G3 hot over here is shorted to ground, and the battery comes from over here, then there's no path that the battery would have to go to the fucking system. In spite of that, this computer still turns on and works. I have an audience here of people that are amazed at this Christmas miracle that occurred at Best Buy.
Oh man.
Now, see, we have said that boards were not fixable when we had in the board shorts on this rail.
Yeah.
Yet not only is Best Buy able to fix it for free, but it's continuing to turn on, even though it has a direct short to ground on a main power line. This is a miracle.
That's crazy.
What? And they did it for free. People are going to think this is a sponsored video for Best Buy.
I know, right?
This is sad.
Send your no fixes to Best Buy.
Said you.
No, but really, how
Send
can
your
you
no
make
fixes
this
to Best
board
Buy.
like dead?
No, how does this work?
It doesn't. If you plug it in, it doesn't.
It doesn't work when it's plugged in, but it shouldn't work off battery either. Look. Just look at this. This is the rail to and from battery. Battery goes through here, and look, it's about to go to the system. This should be. This over here is 4 ohms to ground. Where is your battery going? Where is your battery going? I can't kill a MacBook.
Give it to me.
I want.
Door hunt.
I would get fired from TechRax's channel. All right, everybody, if you want to buy a little piece of history, you can head over to rossmangroup.com/bestbuymeme. That's rossmangroup.com/bestbuymeme. It will even come in an Apple box that's going to have some scuff marks on it because half Apple. So that's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next video, and we're going to be having Hi do more spy videos and more secret shopper Hi. All right, well, he's going to be coming back whether he likes it or not. But you'll see him in another video soon. Thank you very much, and as always, I hope you learned something.